to week 1 of the Show Up Well Bootcamp. I am Jan Goss Gibson, your host, and it is an absolute honor for me to be your leader on this exciting journey. You see, I know where you're going. You know where you are right now, but I know where we're going. So I am super excited to be a part of your breakthrough to freedom from fear, more peace of mind, and the development of your rich life. Our goal in boot camp is not perfection. So I'm sure I will make plenty of mistakes, and I give you room to make mistakes as well. Our goal in boot camp is growth. If you have not yet printed out your guide sheet and your checklist, please pause the video and do so now. You'll use your notes to help follow along during our sessions and use your checklist to help plan your strategy during boot camp. So be sure to check every single box. Don't skip anything, or you'll just be cheating yourself. Remember, boot camp is interactive, power-packed, life-changing. So be sure to take action so you can get the optimal benefit from your investment. All right, let's get started. It's time for your breakthrough. In our first week together, I'm going to be unpacking 40 years of proven confidence strategies and sharing what works and what doesn't work to shave decades off your learning curve to even more success. But first, I'm going to lay down the Show Up Well Bootcamp rule. Here it is. During our time together, in our space, there are 3 things that are absolutely not allowed. These 3 things are what we must stop doing if we are to reach our highest potential. I told you I'll give you what to do and what not to do. During Show Up Well Bootcamp, here's the rule. There's no blame, no shame, and no guilt allowed. As you move through the exercises, watch. Be aware of how many times your brain wants to blame someone, including yourself. We must stop that pattern. And watch how many times you feel either shame or guilt. Shame is feeling bad about who you are. We are going to knock that in the head in week 2 of boot camp. Guilt is feeling bad about what you've done. Now, I do want to interject here that there is such a thing as healthy guilt. If we hurt someone, including ourselves, it's perfectly normal and actually healthy to feel bad. But don't stay there. In boot camp, you will learn to stop cutting and pasting past mistakes into your present. Here is a 3-step process to move through guilt. Step number 1, go ahead and feel bad about it. Allow yourself to feel the feeling. Hurting yourself or others doesn't feel good. So honor that feeling. And then step number 2, fess up to it. That's how we say it in Texas. Don't run from it. Don't try to hide or minimize. Just say, yes, I did that. And step 3, ask for forgiveness and do what you can to make it right. And this includes forgiving yourself. In the Show Up Well Bootcamp, we are extracting all 3 of these confidence stealers. No blame, no shame, no guilt as you move through this process. This is the foundational rule for the Show Up Well Bootcamp. In week 1, we pull back the curtain on the truth. The truth is, you are a miracle. Just imagine with me a power present as each cell divided in your mother's womb during your creation. Not only was this power present, it approved of you. Before you were even born, you got the stamp of approval. And not only did you get the stamp of approval, you were marked as a chosen instrument. Your life has purpose. Your life has meaning. You are here for a reason. You are a miracle. It's a miracle that any of us even make it to adulthood. Think about it. And think of everything you've made it through and you're still standing. You are a miracle. This week is all about fear or faith. Here is what we will cover. Your power of choice, how to make a quality decision, how to set your mind and specifically set intentions to take charge of your life on a daily basis. I'm going to lay the foundation for your conscious and other than conscious mind with specific strategies and systems to begin to change your thoughts, to change what you don't like about your life. You're going to learn how important it is to believe in something bigger than yourself. And we'll take a look at the difference between confidence and arrogance. I will reveal the secret of seeds and deeds so you can make instantaneous right decisions to keep going in your desired direction. And you will learn the secrets of body language, what your body is saying before you even say a word. And I'll share with you the power of your first impression and how to use it for your advantage. And finally, you will learn how you can instantaneously adjust your confidence level using my BOSS method. I want you to know from the very beginning, we are going to do a number of things in tandem. So as you're using wisely your power of choice, you'll also be looking at your seeds and deeds and adjusting your body language as needed. We're going to layer the learning. So I don't want you to get overwhelmed. We are in this together. I am here to guide you, and I'm here for support and am accessible to you while you're going through the boot camp. You have the power of choice. There are times in our life when it seems as if we, quote, stumble into success. Sometimes we're surprised with these great outcomes that we weren't even expecting. I absolutely love those moments, don't you? But for the most part, our success begins with what I call a quality decision. This is an on-purpose, well thought out decision that honestly usually springs up out of frustration. You know the feeling. It's that feeling of, I'm frustrated. I've had enough. It's time for a quality decision. Frustration can get us out of complacency and spur us on to a decision. So if you're feeling frustrated today, you're in the right place. Your frustration can move you into action. It's time for a quality decision. And I am going to give you one that works every time. But first, I want you to know how. I want to give you the how. How do we make quality decisions? Well, the first step in making a quality decision is to own your power of choice. Viktor Frankl, Holocaust survivor, said this, and can you even imagine what he saw? And this is what he said. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Everything can be taken from a man, but one thing, the last of human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. Your power of choice is a divine gift. Own your power of choice. The second way we make quality decisions is by changing our way of thinking. Change your thoughts to change your life. This is a conscious and can come from other than conscious way of thinking. If I want to change my life, I must first change my thoughts. So how do we change our thoughts? We change our thoughts by what I call seeds and deeds. Seeds are words. Deeds are actions. We plant good seeds on purpose or intentionally. Think about it. In a day's time, you have thousands of words planted in your mind. They can come from music, television, something you read, or out of someone's mouth. The spoken word is the most powerful way to plant seeds or words. When someone says something out loud to us, it sticks in our mind. When you say something out loud, it sticks in your mind. Change your thoughts with words. From this moment on, you will begin to pay attention even more to what you let in your ear gate and your eye gate. Stay away from negative, toxic people and environments. Speak words of faith and truth out loud. Then take action with your deeds in the direction you want to go. Once you have the right seeds in your mind, you can add corresponding actions. This is what is happening to you right now in the Show Up Well Bootcamp. You are changing your thoughts, words, and deeds. To make a quality decision, believe in something bigger than yourself. Dig even deeper into your foundation of faith. Ask for help and guidance. Take time to meditate and pray and begin to develop an even deeper spiritual relationship. Dr. Wernher von Braun, German rocket scientist who moved to the U.S. after World War II and is called the father of the space program, said this: "The natural laws of this universe are so precise that we don't have any problem building a spacecraft, sending a person to the moon, and we can time the landing with the precision of a fraction of a second." He also said these laws must have been set by someone. It hasn't been too long ago that science and religion were antagonistic. That is not so today. Von Braun said, after studying the universe for many years, he arrived at the firm conviction that there is a God. The quality decision that works every time is this: in every situation, every decision, through frustration and confusion in good times and in bad, choose faith over fear. What is faith? Faith is confidence or trust in a person or thing, like faith in another's ability. Faith is belief that is not based on proof. Faith is a belief in something you don't yet see with your physical eyes. We all use faith on a daily basis. You have faith that your chair will hold you up and that oxygen will be readily available. We have faith when we purchase food that it is what it says it is. And we even believe that our face cream is going to take away all of our wrinkles. Faith is believing in something that you don't yet see. It's knowing something in your gut before you see it with your eyes. It's staying in positivity and possibility when all odds are against you. Faith has many faces. What is fear? Well, fear is a noun. I like to think of it as just a noun. It has no power over me. Fear, you're just a noun. That's all you are. It's described as a distressing emotion aroused by impending danger, evil, or pain, whether the threat is real or imagined. It's the feeling or condition of being afraid. It's the anticipation of the possibility that something unpleasant will occur. We all have feelings of fear. If you're waiting for the fear to go away, it's not. We overcome fear by switching on the light of faith. We conquer fear by making a quality decision to choose faith rather than fear. When fear knocks at your door, let faith answer. Here's the truth. Light always overcomes darkness, and your faith will overcome your fear. You must make a quality decision, and we're going to do that right now. It's called your faith declaration. I've planted seeds. Now it's time for deeds or action. Your first action is to create your quality decision faith declaration. This is your intention. It's setting your mind and heart to choose faith over fear. It can be general, specific, or both. Let me give you an example. So the one that I use is very simple. It's general. I choose faith over fear in all of my decisions from now on. Or you may want something specific, like I choose faith over fear concerning my finances. Or I choose faith over fear concerning my vocation, job security, or promotions. Or I choose faith over fear concerning my child or my loved one or my health. Choose faith over fear. Make that quality decision. Pause the video and write your faith declaration. What area are you going to make a quality decision to choose faith over fear? Now it's time for your next action step. Your next step is to speak your quality decision out loud. Say it out of your mouth. Begin to plant those seeds into your mind. And then put your declaration in your phone calendar, if you have a calendar in your phone, so that first thing in the morning, and put it in last thing at night, so it will pop up. And when it does, speak it out loud. Declare it with emotion. If you don't have a calendar in your phone, you can use a journal by your bed or even a sticky note on the mirror. Find what works for you. As you speak your declaration, you're planting seeds in your mind. Continue planting and add corresponding action, and your mind will begin to shift. Change your mind, change your life. One of the areas I had to change my thinking was around my thoughts concerning confidence and arrogance. I was raised in a family that taught me as a little child to never be proud or arrogant. This was a high standard in my family. So if I ever even felt the least bit proud of myself, I quickly dismissed that feeling because I didn't want to be prideful. This set me up for low self-esteem and not allowing myself to ever feel good about me or my accomplishments. My parents meant well. I had great parents. And actually, in the end, this worked to my advantage because it caused me to really look at myself and build great confidence. Parents now tell their children how wonderful they are. This is kind of a trend in our society that, you're so wonderful, you're so awesome, even when they behave terribly. And then that's causing a whole different set of challenges with arrogance, lack of respect, and entitlement. So either way, we have to work this out as adults. But what is arrogance? Arrogance is a feeling of superior importance or rights. It's a sense of superiority, self-importance, or entitlement. It's being presumptuous, haughty, brazen. Arrogance pushes people away from you. Confidence, on the other hand, draws people to you. Confidence is full trust, belief in the powers, trustworthiness, or reliability of a person or thing. It's belief in oneself, in one's powers and abilities. Confidence sounds a lot like faith, don't you think? From now on, when you feel good about yourself, I want you to let that feeling linger. Try to hold on to it just a little bit longer. Don't let go of it so fast. I've learned to savor those feelings rather than reject them, and it makes my life so much happier. So let your Wonder Woman arise. Think good thoughts and allow yourself to feel good feelings about you and your accomplishments. Okay, we are to the home stretch of week 1 in the Show Up Well Boot Camp, Fear or Faith. How are you doing? Remember, the day you plant a seed is not the day you eat its fruit. My words are seeds, and they will bring fruit in your life. Some will spring up quickly. Others will take a little more time. Please be patient with yourself during this process. Boot camp is not for babies. So congratulations for pushing through and changing your thoughts and your actions to change your life. We've looked at the internal side of fear and faith. Now we will move to the exterior and take a look from the outside in. We will begin with your body language. Amy Cuddy, a body language expert, says this: when our body language is confident and open, other people respond in kind, unconsciously reinforcing not only their perception of us, but also our perception of ourselves. What is your body saying? Our bodies speak before we ever even open our mouth. When we know what to do and when to do it, it strengthens the foundation of our confidence. So what is your body language saying about you? Let's find out. You only get one chance to make a first impression, and you only get 5 seconds. I'm going to show you how you can make a better first impression every time. If you will, stand with me. Yes, right now. And I want you to pay attention to your own body. Get present in this moment. How many of you know that you can be in a room and not be in the room. So gather your thoughts to this present moment and get back in your body. Next, pay attention to what your body wants to do. Perhaps it wants to wiggle around or rock back and forth. Maybe it's stiff and rigid. Pay attention to your body weight. Do you have your weight shifted to one side or the other? Is one knee bent? How are your feet positioned? Place your feet shoulder width apart and with your weight evenly distributed on each foot. I like to feel the weight in my heels. It makes me feel grounded. When you stand with your weight evenly distributed, with your feet shoulder width apart, you look stable. You look confident. When your weight is uneven, you can easily be pushed over. Your body language is saying that you're a pushover when your body weight is not evenly distributed. Some of you want to clasp your hands in front of you. This is called the fig leaf. Your body is saying, I have something to hide. This doesn't mean you're actually hiding anything, but it's what your body is saying. It's saying you are. Your body may want to put your hands behind your back. This says, I have a weapon. Not a very great first impression. Always be sure your hands are visible for your first impression. Let your hands fall to your side in what we call open body position. This lets the other person know you are open, confident, and willing to connect. Okay, you can be seated. Every connection begins with a first impression. Connections are what give us quality of life. If you make a bad first impression, it takes 5 subsequent interactions or 3 hours of conversation to undo that bad impression. Let's get it right the first time. Managing your first impression will make you feel more confident and full of faith. For more in-depth training on first impression management, go to showupwell.academy and get the First Impression Advantage program. It's easy, it's affordable, and you can do it from the comfort of your home or office. Our final look from the outside in is learning the BOSS method. This is about being the boss of yourself and learning to show up in life like a boss. I think my granddaughter has this down, don't you? She can boss me around anytime. And she's certainly a boss at putting on her lipstick. BOSS is an acronym for 4 actions that will boost your confidence and help you make an optimal first impression. B is for breathe. This is an intentional breath where you fill your lungs with air and you let go of the air with sound to release any tension, any anxiety, anything you may be holding on to in that moment. B is for breathe. O is for open body, and you already know how to do that. The first S is for stand up straight. Adjusting your posture adjusts your state. It makes you look more confident. So adjust your posture, stand up straight. And then the last S is for smile. This not only makes you look approachable, it releases endorphins in your body and it makes you feel better too. So there you have it. Now you know how to show up like a boss. As we close, I know many of you like steps and processes, so I want to leave you with this 7-step process to choose faith over fear. Number 1, use your power of choice to intentionally choose faith. And here's your cue, is when you feel the fear, that's your cue. Choose faith in that moment. Number 2, be willing to believe in something bigger than yourself. 3, believe in the power of you. You are a miracle. 4, speak words of faith out of your mouth to connect your mind and heart. 5, fill your mind with good seeds. Think about success. Think about what you do want. Listen to uplifting music. Guard your mind. 6, allow yourself to feel good about yourself and just stay there for a minute. And then here's a bonus step. Consciously change something. Change your hairstyle, change something you wear, change your route to work, change your toilet paper roll. That causes chaos in a house. What this does, when you change something consciously, it shows your brain that it's safe to change. You didn't die just because you changed something, because you did something different. You're training your brain. That's a tiny glimpse into week 3 of boot camp. But for now, you did it. You just completed module 1 of the Show Up Well boot camp. Be sure you check every item on your checklist for this week. Remember to choose faith over fear, and I will see you in week 2. Congratulations.